Hey frequent flyers, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I am sitting down to do my planning for March. So now's the time, you all. Pull out your planners, pull out your calendars. Let's look at what we have going on for the third month of the year. Can't believe I'm already 3 months into this bullet journaling journey, and I gotta say, I'm really liking it so far. Let's look back at February and how my spreads grew over the month. As always, I've already gone through and sketched out some of the plans, but first we need some music in the background. So for March, I wanted to sort of continue this plants theme that I started last month with the trees. I didn't think I wanted to be artistic in my bullet journal, but here we are. This month's quote deals directly with March. Only those with tenacity can move forward in March. Again, the author is unknown, but I thought it was interesting. Next, I'm moving on to my 2-page calendar spread. I like a large calendar to be able to fill in everything for the month. And right now, March doesn't have too much going on. However, I know that will not stay the same as we progress through the month. Now for the actual planning of March, I'm basically going in and filling in things I already know, such as tutoring, payday of course, and YouTube days, as well as any union responsibilities that I have for work. And eventually I'll fill in my work schedule. These next 2 pages are staples in my bullet journal. This left spread being my bid for work for the next month, which will be April, and then the one beside it on the right being just a blank page for notes throughout the month for any meetings and things that I have. I made a mistake and it was driving me insane, the mistake I made, and so I tried to recover it by making these slanted letters, which Didn't help because later on I realized that this isn't my March bid, this would be my April bid. So that was even bigger mistake. So you'll see how I corrected that in a moment, because it just really drove me insane. These spreads are going to be new additions to my bullet journal this month. I'm making an expense tracker because I am planning another trip to Mexico for the month of March. So I want to have a way to keep track of all of those expenses, as well as a generic shopping list to put down at the bottom to grow throughout the month. Basically things like groceries, household items, and personal items. This month I'm moving my habits tracker to its own page, and I'm going to do 9 individual monthly calendars to track each of my habits, just to kind of break it up and do something different from what I have done, to see if I really like what I used to do or if I'm going to like this new method. Lastly, I have my weekly spreads for the month of March. I didn't think I wanted to cut my pages this month, but I still ended up cutting them. I decided that I was going to do this sort of like floating shelf with a bunch of plants on it, and so instead of like only drawing that 1 week, I wanted to just show through all 4 weeks. So I figured this was the perfect opportunity to go ahead and cut the pages and just make that decision, make it happen. So yeah. For my weekly spreads, I decided to go back to that nice, clean, sleek, vertical look. Apologies in advance because the sun got super strong and then I leaned over into the frame because I could barely see. But I'm replacing my normal weekly task list with a gratitude log to tap back into that thinking for the month of March. I'm going to finish off the spread with a weekly meal prep planner, as well as my top 3 priorities for the week. I've been finding a lot of use out of those. And here is the final flip through. That's all for February's Plan With Me. I'll see you all next time.